I'm going to recap the 8 seed Ohio State football win over number 7 seed Notre Dame as part of the national championship. And the game was played last night, as we all know, at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. And I apologize for looking out because I cannot memorize all this stuff. And the official spread for the game was 8.5 for Ohio State, and it was 34-23. So how exactly we're going to get there? How that happened? I'll go like the number of plays and how long it took, how many yards, and if they scored something, I'll just mention the score and play. Then I'll go over the stats for the game. So Notre Dame got the ball first. They had a 18 play, 75-yard drive that lasted 9 minutes 45 seconds. And the touchdown was by Riley Leonard from 1 yard out. I will say Ohio State just took over right after that, to say the least. Because Ohio State answered right back with 11 play, 75-yard drive that lasted 6 minutes 5 seconds. And it was a Will Howard run. A Will Howard pass completion to Jeremiah Smith for an 8-yard touchdown. And then make an extra point. Notre Dame had a 3-play, negative 5-yard drive that lasted 1 minute 49 seconds, so they had to punt the ball away. Ohio State then got the ball and had a 10-play, 76-yard drive that lasted 6 minutes and 6 seconds. And the touchdown play was by Quinshon Judkins from 9 yards out to make it 14-7. Notre Dame punted the ball again, a 3-play, 1-yard drive. Then Ohio State had a 12-play, 80-yard drive that lasted 4 minutes and 26 seconds. And the touchdown was a passing one to Quinshon Judkins for 6 yards out to make it 21-7. And Notre Dame had like a 1-play, 7-yard drive, and they just called it half. So Ohio State got the ball first, and it was a 5-play, 75-yard drive that lasted 2 minutes 14 seconds. And it was a Quinshon Judkins run from 1 yard out to make it 28-7, just like that. And I said in the preview, if Notre Dame gets down by 14 points or more, I don't see a comeback happening. And Notre Dame did actually have like a 4-play, 8-yard drive that lasted 1 minute 28 seconds, and they decided to go for it. It was like a pass from Steve Angeli, which was incomplete to Jordan Faison at the Notre Dame 33-yard line. So you're giving Ohio State plus field position, plus territory field position, and Notre Dame finally didn't give up a touchdown because it was a 6-play, 5-yard drive that lasted 3 minutes 26 seconds, and it was a 46-yard field goal to make it 31-7. And Notre Dame answered right back with a 10-play, 75-yard drive that lasted 4 minutes 49 seconds, and it was a Riley Leonard touchdown pass to Jaden Greathouse from 34 yards out, and they did go for 2, and Riley Leonard made a completion to Jeremiah Love, and they made it, so to make it 31-15. So they were fighting back. Well, Ohio State fumbled the ball the next drive. 6 plays, 54 yards on 3 minutes 17 seconds, and it was like a pass completion to Emeka Egbuka for 24 yards, but he fumbled the ball, which was forced by Drake Bowen and recovered by Kingston Villamu Asa. But Notre Dame went on the next drive, 12 play, 70 yards, lasting 5 minutes 19 seconds, and they missed a field goal from 27 yards out. How in the world do you miss a field goal that close? It was a doink at that. Yikes. Not good for the Irish there. But Notre Dame defense got a stop. I mean, Ohio State had a 5-play, 19-yard drive that lasted 3 minutes, 2 seconds. So it's the Notre Dame 20-yard line. And Notre Dame scored on a 6-play, 80-yard drive that lasted 2 minutes, 10 seconds. They had to score quickly to think about, hey, what if our defense gets a stop and we could score a touchdown right back and make the 2-point conversion? And they had to, and it was like a pass completion to Jane Greathouse for 30 yards. And Jordan Faison threw a pass to Bo Collins and made the 2-point conversion to make it 31-23. So at that point, Notre Dame was covering the spread of 8.5 for the game. However, Ohio State had other plans. It was a 9-play, 61-yard drive that lasted 3 minutes, 49 seconds. And really, the big play in this drive was a pass completion to Jeremiah Smith for 56 yards to the Notre Dame 10-yard line for a first down. Then it was a 2-minute timeout. And Ohio State got down to the Notre Dame 15-yard line around 29 seconds left, and decided to go for the field goal to pretty much ice the game, because if they didn't make it, the door would be left open for Notre Dame to score a touchdown potentially and go for 2 and force this thing in overtime. And simply put, Ohio State put the game away because they made a 33-yard field goal by Jaden Fielding. And Notre Dame had a 2-play, 15-yard drive that lasted the rest of the game, 26 seconds. Got down to the Notre Dame 40-yard line on that pass by Jane Greathouse at the very end of the game, besides a pass completion to Jeremiah Love for a loss of 2 yards. So, as you could tell, Notre Dame did not get any points on turnovers, yet they forced one. You can't do that. And you put yourself in too big of a hole to come back. If you were down in this game by multiple scores like 2 or 3, you're not coming back against Ohio State's defense. Though you did come back some. It's just you couldn't get another stop defensively to make it interesting at the very end. Because what if you get a stop right there, force a punt, Notre Dame gets the ball back, you score a touchdown, make it 2, goes to overtime. And the over-under was 44.5, and yeah, it went over. So now I'm going to just go to the stats here. Ohio State had 22 first downs, while Notre Dame had 19. 9 for 12 on third down offensively for Ohio State. 5 for 12 on third down for Notre Dame. No fourth down attempts for Ohio State, but 3 for 4 for Notre Dame. Ohio State had 445 yards to Notre Dame's 308. 231 of those yards for Ohio State came through the air on 17 attempts out of 17 completions out of 21 attempts, while Notre Dame had 255 passing yards on 22 attempts out of 22 completions out of 32 attempts. So, no pick. Notre Dame answered the bell on passing the ball. It's just they couldn't run it, and I'll go over why later. Ohio State had 214 yards rushing on 41 rushing attempts, which is 5.2 yards per carry. Yeah, they were just simply too good up front. And Notre Dame did have 53 rushing yards on 26 attempts. And I kind of knew if Notre Dame couldn't run the ball, that was going to be a problem for Notre Dame. And it does include sack yards. I know it does. Ohio State committed 6 penalties for 58 yards, while Notre Dame had 3 penalties for 30 yards, and I already went over that one turnover for Ohio State, which was a fumble. Notre Dame didn't even turn the ball over. At the very end of the day, Ohio State's offense, which is too much for the Notre Dame defense. As you can tell, 32 minutes, 25 seconds for the Ohio State offense, 27 minutes, 35 seconds for the Notre Dame defense. And I might as well go over like the sacks and the tackles for loss in the game. And Ohio State had 2 sacks, 7 tackles for loss. Notre Dame had 2 sacks in this game and 5 tackles for loss. Obviously, in my opinion, Notre Dame should be number 2 in the country. There's still no poll out yet, which I will go over the poll later and give my top 10. And I'm going to give a spoiler alert here. All the teams who made the college football playoff are inside the top 12. And yeah, I'm including those 2 outside looking in, no matter what the results say. Because they made a college football playoff. The other teams didn't, right behind them. I'm just making mention up front, and then I went over like margin. If you're in the top 4 in like a semifinal games, you're in the top 4. Obviously, championship top 2 winner, number 1, 8 through 12, you get the point, or 5 through 12, like 5 through 8, like margin of loss, then 9 through 12. So. And this still leaves Notre Dame without a national championship for the first championship in a long time, to say the least. I mean, it's been since 1988. But this was their first national title appearance since 2012. I mean, that's. And they didn't win a college football playoff game. I mean, prior to I believe, to this year. So, that's something, I know. But Notre Dame does finish the year with 2 losses out of 16, as in 14-2. While Ohio State finished 14-2 also. And they used that Michigan loss as motivation to go into the college football playoff. So they could some people left them for dead, which I admit. I knew they would win the first round game against Tennessee. Didn't think so about Oregon, but after they beat Oregon pretty bad, I thought they were the team that they're going to win it. They're the best team out there. So it proved my point. I was right about that, and some people also thought that too. So it wasn't just me, but other folks as well. And Ohio State becomes not only the first 14 college football playoff team to win the national championship, but now in a 12-team playoff. Of course, there's going to have to be some adjustments on the seeding and all this, because really Oregon got screwed with Ohio. They have to play Ohio State that quickly. So, and this is Ohio State's ninth claimed national championship, because 1942, 1954, 1957, 1961, 1968, 1970, 2002, 2014, and 2024. That's underclaimed. And I know there's unclaimed, I know, but I don't count those. Just being honest. And like I said earlier, I will go over the last poll of the year for Division I FBS football. So, and give my thoughts on who should be the top 10. And I already kind of, spoiler alert, said all the college football playoff teams that made it, they're in the top 12 for me. Then it's a debate after that. 13 through 17 or so. So we're going to wait and see what that looks like. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys later on the road to 7 subscribers. Of course, ultimate goal is 1,000 more, some more money at this course. Like a video, comment video really helps YouTube algorithms. More people see it. Sharing the video does help as well, so more people could watch. And if you're watching and not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well.